occupies an Australian outback spread that Lawson rules with an iron fist as an empire unto itself. When Marianne Station is left without a clear successor, Netflix explains about the cattle station at the heart of the 6-episode territory, generational clashes threaten to tear the Lawson family apart. Sensing this once great dynasty is in decline, the Outback's most powerful factions, rival cattle barons, desert gangsters, indigenous elders, and billionaire miners move in for the kill. With billions of dollars at stake, everyone wants a piece of the pie. The show debuted in late October 2024 and has received a moderate viewership so far. Critics are waiting a little longer for their final verdict on Territory, but it looks like the show's been welcomed with a lukewarm reception. Then again, Yellowstone needed a minute to really settle into the hearts of millions of fans worldwide too. The season opens with Colin looking for a new successor after the unexpected death of Daniel Lawson. His daughter-in-law is one choice, but Lawson unfortunately considers her a gold digger, while her husband, who's also Colin's last surviving son, is an alcoholic. Meanwhile, vultures, including a dangerous cattle baron and a scheming billionaire, are salivating at the thought of the ranch. Davey said in a promotional interview with Netflix that during a pandemic-era beach walk with Gibson, the two got excited about the prospect of doing a big-scale, high-stakes action drama set on a cattle station, in a part of the country you don't often see on screen. It was a complete contrast as we were surrounded by the Bondi crowd, people moving past us in their activewear, wetsuits, carrying their surfboards, while Rob and I were dreaming up stories about people in jeans, boots, and flannel shirts in the top end. There's also another Taylor Sheridan show on the horizon too. Pun intended, Kevin Costner apparently actually left Yellowstone to follow his decades-long dream to create a Western of his own. His, however, is a film franchise known as Horizon. The first 2 movies are out, and let's just say the critics and fans wish he'd just stayed on as John Dutton. It would have been a better option than whatever they just watched was. Yes, Horizon didn't live up to the hype, especially when you factor in that Kevin built a sort of reputation for himself as the ultimate cowboy because of Yellowstone. But this isn't about Horizon or how badly it tanked. This is about Landman, and what's anticipated to becoming a hit. It's another one of Taylor's spin-off series, and we all know just how much he loves spin-offs, with several progressing to new seasons, several coming up, and several already ready for release. We also have Landman, the story of the oil industry. Right off the bat, is this the real replacement to Yellowstone fans are hoping for? Sure. Territory follows a similar storyline, but it's not Yellowstone, and could never really become it. But maybe Landman becomes the de facto Season 6 that everyone's hoping for. Well, unfortunately, that won't be the case. However, don't let this stray you from catching what's anticipated to becoming a hit in itself. So Sheridan has created and produced 6 seasons for Paramount. Among them are 2 Yellowstone spin-offs, Mayor of Kingstown, Tulsa King, Special Ops Lioness, and Lawman Bass Reeves. Soon, Sheridan will be able to add Landman to that list. It's clear that Paramount has found its new favorite director and scriptwriter. After the success of Yellowstone and practically everything else that has Sheridan's name stamped on it, they're willing to give him another go with Landman. Still, with great power comes great responsibility. And what if Landman tanks? The plot to Paramount's upcoming series. Landman, based on Christian Wallace's 11-part Boomtown podcast, features Billy Bob Thornton as Tommy Norris, a crisis executive at an oil company in West Texas. Sheridan's upcoming drama TV show follows Thornton's Tommy and the ever-changing landscape of the world of oil rigs, from the higher-ups to the ones on the ground at said oil rigs. While Landman might sound and look like Yellowstone on the outside, its trailer and everything else known about it suggests that the series will differ greatly from the previously Kevin Costner-led neo-Western show. Landman, Taylor Sheridan's new Paramount series, brings together big names like Billy Bob Thornton, John Hamm, Demi Moore, and Ali Larter. However, the story centers on Thornton's character, Tommy Norris, making him the true Landman. This focus on a single lead character sets Landman apart from Yellowstone, where the Dutton family's journey is more of an ensemble story. So while Landman may feel similar in some ways, fans shouldn't expect it to simply be a replacement for the wildly popular Yellowstone. At a glance, Landman and Yellowstone share a few elements, like intense drama and power struggles. But Landman dives into a different world altogether, the modern-day oil industry of West Texas. It follows characters from diverse backgrounds navigating the industry's impact on climate, the economy, and geopolitics. This contrasts with Yellowstone, which focuses on the Dutton family's right to hold on to their ranch in Montana. In Yellowstone, the land itself is practically a character, while Landman is more about the human and environmental costs of the oil business. In Landman, Tommy Norris's journey stands at the story's core, with a strong focus on his experiences and challenges. In Yellowstone, while John Dutton, played by Kevin Costner, has been the central figure, the show explores the lives of other key characters like Beth Dutton and Rip Wheeler, creating a richer ensemble cast. With Costner exiting after Season 5 Part 2, Yellowstone has even more room for other characters to shine, while Landman will likely keep its primary focus on Tommy. For fans looking for a series closer to Landman, Tulsa King and Mayor of Kingstown, two other Sheridan-created shows on Paramount Plus, might offer a better comparison. Each of these series centers on a single main character. In Tulsa King, Sylvester Stallone's character Dwight the General Manfredi drives the storyline, while Mayor of Kingstown follows Jeremy Renner's Mike McCluskey. These shows, like Landman, bring in thriller elements and a focus on a lead character who shapes the series. Ultimately, Landman aims to carve out its own unique spot in Sheridan's TV lineup. It tackles themes that aren't just about personal conflicts, but also touch on larger social and environmental issues related to the oil industry. This promises a fresh story, setting Landman apart as something different rather than a Yellowstone copy. When and where to watch Part 2? The first episode of the finale, which is a continuation of the ending Part 1 and picks up where it left off, will debut after the premiere of Paramount Network. Fans will get to see the new episode on Sunday, November 10th at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS, after it debuts earlier that evening on Paramount Network at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. This special CBS broadcast will preempt the scheduled episode of The Equalizer and will follow an episode of CBS's popular show Tracker. International fans can also look forward to Yellowstone's return. It will be available on Paramount Plus in Canada on November 10th and in the UK on November 11th, with releases in Latin America, Brazil, and France coming soon after. 6 new episodes are coming our way, and they couldn't come soon enough. Initially, there'd been some rumors that Kelly and Cole, Beth and Rip, would be coming back for a 6th season. It's fair to say that the chances of that happening are slim to none. Although with everything that's happened in the Yellowstone universe, we can't completely rule that out. Maybe a 6th season is in fact coming, or maybe that's just something fans who are having a hard time letting go are telling themselves. Speaking of everyone's opinion on the finale, what does Kevin have to say about the show now that it's ending without him? He claimed that while he did reach out via his people to Paramount to see if he could reprise his role, he was turned down. That was probably because Taylor hadn't just written the finale, he'd also executed all of it. Reintroducing John Dutton in a filmed and greenlit finale would have cost the studio several millions, and that's excluding the millions Kevin makes each season. So he wants fans to know that while he won't be reprising his role as John, he's had a great time on the show and can't wait to see what happens next. Kevin also claimed that there's no bad blood between him and anyone from Yellowstone. According to him, everything worked out for the better, according to everyone on set too, who claimed that the finale might just be the best finale in television history. Again, a tall order, but one the cast and crew of Yellowstone believe they can deliver. That's something that's just got fans more and more excited for what's to come. In any case, we know that Taylor will deliver and he'll take fans on a roller coaster of emotions. What's going to happen in the Yellowstone finale? Let us know what you anticipated in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and we'll see you in the next one.